we will be doing page 439, number 14, the substitution method. If you have not watched the flip video and copy the notes on the substitution method, do so at this time. Our first step in the substitution method is to solve one equation for one variable. Well, I notice this is a 5x, this is a 4y, this is a 9x, this is a negative 1y. So I'm going to first solve for y in this equation because it's going to be the easiest one to solve for. Solving for y, we'll subtract 9x on both sides. The 9x subtracts 9x to leave a negative y. 33 minus 9x, those are unlike terms. 33 minus 9x. I could have written my x term first, but this is fine. I have a negative y. It's like a negative 1y. I will divide both sides by negative 1. When I do, this yields y is changing both signs. Negative 33 plus 9x. So that's step 1. Step 1. Solve one equation for one variable. Alright. Step 2, substitute that result into the other equation. So we know that y is equal to negative 33 plus 9x. I'm going to take this fact that y is equal to negative 33 plus 9x, and I'm going to substitute it in place of y in the other equation. So now this new equation becomes 5x plus 4. But instead of y, I'm just going to leave a parentheses here. Equals 32. In place of y, previously I've only substituted constants. Now I'm going to substitute an entire algebraic expression. In place of y goes negative 33 plus 9x. Negative 33 plus 9x. Alright, that is step 2. Step 2. Substitute. That's why they call this the substitution method. Okay. So we have just substituted this quantity that we know y to be, this algebraic expression, in place of y in the other equation. Alright, now we're going to solve. Distributing this 4 through the parentheses yields 5x remains the same. 4 times negative 33 will be a negative 132. Subtract 132. 4 plus 9x is a 36x. This will all equal 32. Equals 32. So this statement now becomes this one. Now I'll combine like terms. 5x and 36x are my like terms. That becomes 41x. Subtract 132. Equals 32. Adding 132 to both sides. 41x equals 164. Solving for x, we will divide by 41 on both sides. X is 4. We know x is 4. We now need to find y. Well, this equation here says y equals. Okay, so step 3. Sub that result into step 1 equation. You could substitute it into any equation and it would get it done, but it makes the most sense to substitute this in here because this is giving us y. Alright, so we take this result here that x is 4 and we're going to substitute it in place of x there. So now we have y equals negative 33 plus 9x. That is that equation. I'm taking 4 and substituting in place of x. y equals negative 33 plus 9 times 4. Well, 9 times 4 is 36. Y is negative 33 plus 36. Using your calculator, that will be 3. We have the possible solution 4, 3. The final step, we should use substitution to verify. Step 4. Verify. Alright, that completes the substitution method. Now you try page 439, number 13 says 5x plus 2y is 9, and separately x plus y is negative 3. X plus y is negative 3. I'm writing them in this fashion so that we can operate underneath them. This problem is in the back of the book. It's circled in red. That means it's in the back of the book worked out. So you can, if you're struggling, you can refer to the page in the back of the book.